Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Edelweiss Konnect podcast. Here, you can learn interesting investment nuggets gathered from specially curated book summaries featured in our Edelweiss Insights book summary. You can read our book summaries and listen to our Money Connect podcasts on the Edelweiss Mutual Fund website, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. So simply grab a coffee, sit back, and enjoy today's inspiration. Neha, do you know what we call things that can break easily?
I think it's called fragile.
That's right, Neha. Now, do you know what antifragile is?
I suppose something that does not break easily?
You're close, Neha, but not quite right. Antifragile is not something that does not break. It's more than that. It's something that benefits from pressure. Nassim Taleb, in his book Antifragile, talks about different systems that are currently there in our society. Some that are fragile, some that are robust, and some that are anti-fragile. In today's podcast, we will be talking about what anti-fragile systems are and how we can create such systems.
That's very interesting, Shrey. Shall we first start with what exactly anti-fragile is?
Absolutely. As I said, there are currently three types of systems. First are the fragile systems that are exposed to external shocks and are vulnerable to volatility. Second, there are robust systems that are able to resist volatility. Third, they are the anti-fragile systems. These systems can actually benefit from volatility.
Wow! So, what you're saying is that companies that are anti-fragile don't just stay strong during volatile times, but also can turn crisis situation into opportunity.
Exactly, Neha. An anti-fragile company will not only stay unharmed in the worst possible situations, but will also be able to change adverse circumstances into an advantage.
So, does that mean that every company should be anti-fragile?
You would think so, but that is not the case. An ecosystem needs all types of players. This is because the fragility exhibited by one stakeholder could help make another player anti fragile. This is also called creative destruction of capitalism. Although, if this really has to work, then it is important that when a single entity goes down, the entire ecosystem does not collapse.
Okay, so I understand that in an ecosystem, some businesses are anti-fragile and some are fragile. Can we apply this to professionals as well?
Absolutely, Neha. From a profession point of view, those professions that do not entirely depend on reputation are more anti fragile. For example, artists and taxi drivers have multiple customers and hence multiple sources of income. As a result, they can get away with much more than a corporate employee who only has one source of income.
Interesting, Shrey. I never thought of it that way.
Now, let me ask you a question, Neha. Do you think that you can predict the future?
No, Shrey, I don't think it is possible for me or for anyone else to predict the future.
That's right, Neha. Using this fundamental insight, you can make money in the market. All you have to do is put your money in the opposite direction. That is, bet that the predators will get their assumptions wrong.
From that perspective, I think a barbell strategy can help our investments anti-fragile. This strategy suggests investing in two extremes of high risk and no risk assets while avoiding choices that fall in between. This way, you end up playing safe on one side and taking greater risk on the other side.
Absolutely on point, Neha. Other ways to achieve anti fragility is to be more adaptable and agile to change, and through collaboration. More importantly, when you are looking to create an anti fragile system, it is better to focus on what not to do rather than focus on what to do.
I bet this means the best way to get a good idea is by eliminating a lot of bad ideas.
Absolutely, Neha. You've hit the nail on the head. Now, there's just one more thing that we need to talk about, and that is the ethics of fragility and anti fragility. The bottom line is that one player should not be allowed to become anti fragile at the expense of the other, more vulnerable and innocent player.
Sounds great, Trey. Just to summarize the key takeaways from this book, anti-fragile systems benefit from shocks and volatility. If a system or player is anti-fragile, it means that it can bounce back from failures and grow out of frustrations and hardships. Nature and human bodies are examples of anti-fragile systems. Work and industry sectors can also be divided into fragile, robust, and anti-fragile. People who are mid-level executives at large firms are extremely fragile as their work depends on their reputation. To survive, one must build an anti-fragile ecosystem.
Very well summed up, Neha. Now let's move on to a very important aspect: creating anti-fragile portfolios.
I was thinking the same thing, Shrey.
The answer to this very pertinent question lies in the book itself. Anti-fragile systems are those that are agile, collaborative, and decluttered. Investors can also create anti-fragile portfolios by building diversified portfolios that can easily be rebalanced in response to changing personal or market environment. On the flip side, it is not easy to create such a portfolio. What do you do then? You consult a financial advisor and invest in the mutual fund schemes that are well aligned with your risk return requirements. Mutual funds as an investment vehicle can help you create anti fragile portfolios that match your risk profile and provide you with the required diversification. This way, you will be well positioned to not only withstand market volatility but also benefit from it. You can listen to more such interesting book summaries on our Money Connect podcasts. They are available on the Edelweiss Mutual Fund website, Spotify, and Google Podcasts for you to listen, learn, and enjoy as per your convenience.
An investor education and awareness initiative of Edelweiss Mutual Fund. All mutual fund investors have to go through a one-time KYC process. Investors should deal only with registered mutual funds. For more info on KYC, RMF, and procedure to lodge or redress any complaints, please visit our website www.edelweissmf.com.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risk. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.